Picture this. You're a human, thousands of years ago. You're starving. Your ribs are showing. You haven't eaten a proper meal in days. And right there, under your feet, is a colony of ants. Millions of them. An endless, crawling buffet that never runs out, never fights back, and never runs away. So here's the question that should blow your mind. Why didn't early humans just live on ants the way anteaters do? Think about it. An anteater wakes up, walks over to a mound, and eats 30,000 ants in a single day. No hunting, no chasing, no risk of getting kicked, gored, or trampled. Meanwhile, our ancestors were out there throwing sharp sticks at animals 10 times their size and getting killed doing it. It makes no sense. There was free food everywhere, and we mostly walked right past it. And stay till the end, because the last part completely changes how you think about ancient humans. What you're about to learn isn't just about ants. It's about the exact reason your body works the way it does today. Let's start at the beginning. Because at first glance, ants look like the perfect food. They're everywhere. Every continent except Antarctica is absolutely crawling with them. They don't run far. They don't bite hard enough to kill you. And a single colony can hold hundreds of thousands of them packed into one spot. If you were designing the perfect free lunch for a hungry human, it would look a lot like an anthill. So imagine you're that ancient human. You kneel down. You grab a handful. You pop them in your mouth. And here's your first problem. You've just eaten maybe 20 ants. Congratulations. That's about the same energy as one tiny crumb of bread. One single crumb. To actually fill your stomach and power your body for a day, you'd need to eat thousands and thousands of them. And catching them one by one with fingers, not a long sticky tongue, would take you hours and hours. Now here's where it gets interesting. This is the part nobody thinks about. The anteater isn't just an animal that likes ants. The anteater is a machine built entirely for ants, from head to toe. It has a tongue longer than your arm that flicks in and out 150 times a minute. It has no teeth at all because it doesn't need them. Its stomach is specially designed to grind up hard little insect bodies. It has giant claws to rip open rock-hard mounds. And its whole face is stretched into a long tube just to reach deep inside the nest. Now look at yourself. You have flat teeth for chewing, a short, clumsy tongue, soft hands with no ripping claws, and a stomach that gives up trying to break down the tough outer shells of insects. You are not built for this. The anteater spent millions of years turning its entire body into an ant-eating tool. We didn't. And that one difference changes everything. But wait, it gets worse. Because ants don't just sit there and let you eat them. Imagine sticking your hand into that colony. Within seconds, thousands of them swarm up your arm. They bite. They sting. Some of them spray acid. Some species can send a full-grown human to the hospital. So now picture doing that every single day, several times a day, just to survive. You'd be covered in bites, swollen, in pain, and you'd still be hungry. An anteater has thick, leathery skin and long fur that shrugs all of that off. Your soft skin doesn't stand a chance. So the free lunch fights back, and it fights back hard. And here's the layer underneath that. Even if you pushed through the bites, even if you ate thousands of them, your body still wouldn't get what it needed. Ants are tiny. The useful stuff inside them, the protein and fat, is locked behind a hard shell your stomach can barely crack open. So most of what you eat just passes straight through you. You'd burn more energy hunting and digesting them than you'd ever get back. It's like spending $10 to earn $1. No hungry human could survive on a deal that bad. So now step back and look at the bigger picture. Our ancestors weren't stupid. They were the opposite. They were brilliant. And their brains were doing quiet math without them even realizing it. Why spend an entire day gathering ants for barely any energy when one animal, one fish, one handful of fruit or roots could feed your whole family in a fraction of the time? Early humans didn't eat ants as a main meal, for the same reason you don't try to fill your stomach by licking sugar off a table. The effort is enormous, and the reward is almost nothing. Now, this doesn't mean humans never touched insects. This part surprises people. In some parts of the world, humans absolutely did eat ants, and some still do today. But here's the key. They ate them as a snack, a treat, a little burst of flavor, never as the thing keeping them alive. Roasted, crushed, added for taste. In some cultures, certain ants are even considered a delicacy right now. But notice the pattern. Insects were always the side dish, never the main course. And that tiny detail proves the whole point. Humans turned to ants when it was easy or fun, never because their survival depended on it. Meanwhile, we went in a completely different direction. Instead of turning our bodies into ant machines, we turned our brains into problem-solving machines. The anteater evolved a longer tongue. We evolved a bigger imagination. It got better at eating one thing. We got better at eating everything. We learned to hunt. We learned to fish. We learned to dig up roots, crack open nuts, follow the seasons, and later, to grow our own food from the ground. We didn't specialize in one tiny target. We became the ultimate generalists, able to survive almost anywhere on Earth by eating almost anything. And that is the real answer. It was never really about the ants at all. The anteater made a trade. It bet everything on one food source. And it works, as long as ants exist. But if the ants ever vanished, the anteater would be helpless, because it can't eat anything else. Humans made the opposite bet. We refused to depend on any single thing. And that refusal, that stubborn flexibility, is the exact reason you're here today, watching this, in a world we reshaped with our own hands. So here's what you now understand that you didn't 10 minutes ago. Early humans didn't skip ants because they were too weak or too foolish to catch them. They skipped them because they were smart enough to see a bad deal and walk away from it. Ants cost too much effort. They fought back too hard. They gave back too little. And our bodies were never built to farm them the way an anteater's is. But the deepest truth is this. That same instinct, the one that told a starving human, there's gotta be a better way than this, never left us. It's the exact same voice that later invented tools, fire, farming, cities, and everything you see around you right now. We didn't become the rulers of this planet by being the strongest or the fastest or by having the longest tongue. We did it by being the ones who refused to settle for the easy, painful, low-reward path. The anteater looked at that anthill and saw its entire world. Our ancestors looked at that same anthill, felt the sting, did the math, and thought, we can do better than this. And so we did.